Hey everyone, welcome to Wired Airy. Today we are just finishing up out here, cutting hay. There's Liam. But in true tradition, ever since I've owned a self-propelled swatter or Discbine, we gone and got her stuck. I'm not quite sure why. I mean, it's not that squishy here. I just can't help myself. I told myself the whole time we were out here, don't do it, don't do it. Normally don't cut here. But we did a pass, then we did another pass.
Then we did another pass.
And then we did this pass.
I mean, your father and half.
It's Liam's fault. He told me not to do it.
Exactly.
And he was supervising. He clearly did not strongly enough encourage it. Another year with getting stuck. So I feel better too. I really do feel better. I was starting to be concerned that I would go a whole year without getting the swatter stuck. I mean, it was eating at me. It almost kept me up at night. So now I'll be able to sleep. Mistakes were made today, okay? But I feel better about getting stuck. I really do. Liam, they wouldn't put a hook on here if they didn't want you to get stuck.
There's some. Oh yeah.
We are in Wire Vision. We are definitely getting a late start to the morning. We've had more than enough issues. So today is Monday. Guess we're full of more issues. Chopper's on fire. I'm having a great day. I've only been fixing the chopper for 3 hours. And now we get to go fix it again. So, yay. All right, better put the pin in. Safety first, I guess. Though I'm not really carrying much right now. We will show you, in a nutshell, the joys of a John Deere chopper. Or maybe it's just ours. Because the neighbor's got a 6650, and he never has this problem. But every damn year. So it plugged, and now the kernel processor is plugged, and you see that shaft up there? We're gonna have to put a pipe wrench on it and back out the kernel processor after we unplug this mess. And why, you may ask? I have no clue. Other than, 'cause it can. All right, round 2. See if it works. I guess we're not chopping today. I don't want to talk about it. All right, we're back. It's now 6 o'clock. And we're gonna see if we can do some chopping. I don't know if I told anybody yet. Started at 10 o'clock or a little bit before this morning, and it is now 6 o'clock, and we're working on our first load due to issues. Some of which I explained, some of it are head issues that I still can't figure out. There's no reason why it's doing what it's doing, so we're gonna run it. And the way I say that is, the one row, the knife spinners have flip-flop. They're supposed to sit like this, they are not like that. And I've adjusted, and there's absolutely no reason. And yeah, I don't know. It's cutting the cord, so the hell with it. Looks like we're gonna have some gator footage from the kiddos.
Comes our gator drivers. Noah and Josie supervising. making sure we're doing everything right. We're spinning, and we should we tell those stories, Liam?
All right, we're in Wire Vision. It's the next day. I've been raking for a little while. If you can see, I did that side of the ditch and this side. We have all that to go yet. It needs a little time to dry out, but it's a nice day today, so it'll get there. Because it's got to. Because I don't know what day it is. It's Tuesday today. Must be like the 28th. Anyways, they're talking rain on Thursday, so we need to get some hay made. We stopped chopping for today and probably tomorrow to work on hay. Though I trashed out the chopper last night, so it's out of commission anyways. I don't know what I ran through it, but I'm sure it was a rock. And then the rock took out a knife and put that through the chopper, then messed up a whole bunch of other stuff. So I would assume nothing a $1,000+ bill won't fix. So hopefully later today the mechanic that we have work on the chopper will come out and work on it. I can work on it, but if I work on that and try to do hay at the same time, I ain't gonna get no sleep. And then I'll be extra happy, so. Gotta fight your battles once in a while. And no, John Deere is not coming out to work on the chopper. I can't afford that. Then I could afford not to sleep. Having an ex-John Deere employee who was fired for too much moonlighting coming out to work on it. Because, yeah, apparently when you're a big corporation, you can't moonlight as a mechanic. So it's better to have that mechanic working a full week against you instead of just a couple hours at night to make a little extra money, because that, you know, that math always would come out correctly. But their choice. We're bailing and it's rough. It's, yeah, very rough. We are not that much to go. I don't know if you can see. We're about a third done. Made 105 already. I don't think we're quite going to make it to the 200 I was hoping for. But we'll see. Here we got all of our around the bales out here. The mechanic showed up and he's working on our chopper. He said it doesn't look too bad, but he didn't get into the kernel processor yet, so we'll see what happens there. He said it's salvageable so far. And I'm just a bailing. Race against the sun going down. You see it? You see it? I bet you did. It's bright. It's annoying. And it would work better if it stayed up in the air. But it's not. So I thought I'd give you a quick chopper update. I know it's dark, but I got back from baling. and we'll give you an update. So he's been working on it. Just so you know, this opens like this, but it's never a good thing. So this is what we did. This row here, this whole row, we knocked back and broke a knife off. He replaced it. Sounded like the knives are just about shot, so after we're done using it this year, we'll probably put new knives in it. This one here, we sent all 3 of these bolts through the chopper, this piece, the knife, and the knife through the chopper. It was exciting. Then we get to the kernel processor. The kernel processor is dead. Apparently, we sent her a little too hard, and now the rolls are bent. So for this year, for sure, we are just going to put the kernel processor up and chop without it, because it's a $6,000 bill to fix it. And I am always on the fence whether or not the kernel processor does anything. Anyways, so this year will be a great test. So half of it is kernel processed, and half of the silage will not be kernel processed. So we will find out if it pays to spend $6,000 to fix this. Because we need to replace this roll, and then you can't see the other one, but there's 2 of them. And then when you have it apart, apparently you're supposed to replace all 4 bearings. And each roll is $1,200, and each bearing is $300. Plus, probably 2 days worth of labor to get to it, get it apart, and so on and so forth. And this is just to get this opens up just to get easy access to the chopper. So that's the chopper update. It's been wonderful. I don't know how much money I spent on that. I would assume it's over $1,000. But it is what it is, and it ain't gonna change, so. All right, we're in Warlington, and we made it back to the chopper. The mechanic got it back together. It wasn't even that bad to build. Now some of you are wondering, couldn't you fix that yourself? Yep. I'm more than capable of fixing that problem, more than likely. 2 problems. Problem 1, we had a bunch of hay yesterday that we wanted to get done. Well, we actually have hay we want to get done today. So I don't really have the time. Problem 2, I don't think mentally I could have handled another day dealing with the chopper. It was pushing its limitations with me. Granted, it was nothing the chopper did, operator, but as you can see, what do you do in corn like this? I can't chop it the other way because it just bunches up in the head. So you gotta chop it this way. And the only way to get it, most of it, is to run it to or close or on the ground. So now we did not get the kernel processor fixed. That is still dead. Like I said, we're going to test out this year and see if we fix it. We did shorten the length of cut on the chopper to help chop more stuff up. So we'll see how that works. Well, we're chopping a couple loads to get some fresh stuff on top of the silo again. Well, the moral of the story is here that choppers do not like rocks, okay? Until we bought this chopper back in 17, so we didn't use it till 18, we never had a processor in a chopper, so I don't know, it seems like more of a headache than the return. I know my nutritionist is going to be all yippity at me, but to be honest, if he gets too lippy, I'll tell him to take a hike. So either he can work with what I did, or he can be done working for me. That's simple. And anybody out there that thinks that's harsh, feel free to send me a check for $6,000 so I can fix my kernel processor. And then I'll put it back in. Until then, it is what it is. Now, I'm not being mean or anything, I'm just, they're the facts. And sometimes you have to make decisions that aren't popular with other people. And they might not be the right decision. I don't even know. But we'll find out together. But there's been shifter. My dad reads articles all the time that says if you didn't get the kernel processor in the chopper, the kernel processor will never pay for itself. So it's funny how that comes out. And then there's another article that probably says kernel processor is the greatest thing in the world. I mean, that's what we thought about low lignin alfalfa. That turned out to be a bust. So, yeah. Well, we're getting stuff put in the shed. Probably can't see when I'm driving in reverse. So we'll just steer forward and drive in reverse. How close can you go before you run into something I can't see very well? We should probably quit. So we got that done. Shut the chopper off. Oh, here's the key. Alright, lights. So I think this is going to wrap up our video. We clearly owe you a joke yet.
Why couldn't the skeleton climb up the mountain?
Why?
Because it didn't have guts.
So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to have a glass of milk and eat some cheese, please. And have a good one.